Hi guys, it's Art Diva here with you today, or evening. I'm going to be sharing with you a new coloring book that I purchased off of Amazon.com. And I've never had this artist before. I believe it's Alana C. Patterson. And I was actually looking for Black or African American, however you want to say it, women in coloring books. Because I like to color all people, no matter what. But a lot of the books, and even the best of the best books that I get, most of them, but not all, have Caucasian features. And but I do love and celebrate the ones that I have that kind of give you a variety in some of the books that I get overseas. I love my overseas books. So let's jump right in. This book right here says Operation, I don't know if you can see that there, Operation, I believe that's Melanin, celebrating the professional Black woman. And I believe I've colored one or two pictures in here just so you can see how it is or what I've done to it. Now let me start off by telling you the paper is not super great. In fact, it's really thin. It's on the lines of, I want to say, Create Space paper. You know how thin that paper is? Yeah, it's along those lines. But nevertheless, I thought the images were pretty good. So I kind of try to overlook the quality of the paper. And here's your This Book Belongs To section. And here are a list of the illustrations. And I do believe they are one-sided. We're going to see right along. And she has a couple quotes and sayings in here with some of the pictures. Where it's actually on the opposite side of the picture, I should say. Look at her. She's a black ballerina. You can use your imagination and color her any color you want. Her hair, she's got the coil curls in her hair. Yeah, all the images are one side, but the quote is on the opposite side of the page. And as you can see here on this page, you can see the image. So you're definitely going to have to use a thick piece of cardstock in between. Now, I don't recommend using gel pens because I believe, in this book on one of the pictures, and even though I had a thick piece of cardstock in between, it still showed up. It didn't bleed all the way through, but you could see where I had maybe used some type of wet or liquid medium. I like this one. I can't wait to do this one. This is going to be cool. She's painting and everything. I like it because I like to color. Okay, here you go. You got a chef. And you have a photographer. All the images are really drawn well. Because I can't even tell you how many books I have sent back to Amazon. I know at one time I sent back 10 at one time. I don't play. My images have to look spectacular. They have to look well drawn. I prefer to have them look portrait-like because I love to color portrait pictures. And but if there's occasion, I like to color pictures like this that have things in the background and everything. She's a social worker. This is a real estate agent. Here's a picture eye color. I wish my pink was lighter on the walls. I probably should have just, I don't know, tested that on a separate piece of paper. But I thought my color was light enough the way I wanted it. But oh well. It's not clashing too much with the floor that I attempted to try to break up with different colors. But I thought this was cool. This face actually wasn't all the way in. I kind of like doodle the face in a little bit. It just gave you just a blank image and maybe look an outline of some eyes, but not open, like closed light. So that's being funny, just trying to draw in a face like that. I didn't want to make it perfect because you're supposed to be looking in the mirror. So, you know, usually when you look in the mirror, it's supposed to be like distorted a little bit. So, I don't know. I'm not an illustrator, so I think I did okay. But yeah, I like it. I had a nice time coloring in it and coming up with what colors I wanted. I would have loved for the color to lay down a little better. I won't say the paper is rough, but it didn't go down as smooth as I would have liked. So you're gonna have to color really light. Especially if you, I used to be really heavy-handed, but I've been coloring so much now, I've taught myself how to go a little bit lighter, but sometimes I catch myself going in a little harder than I should, but oh well. That's that. She's at the beauty salon. Here, she's a nail tech. I thought that was cool. The imagination of the artist is pretty cool. She's going shopping. Yeah. She looks very professional, doesn't she? I love that. That's so pretty. I just wish the paper was thicker. But I guess if you want, see, I don't know. I just don't like to go through all the trouble of splitting up the binding here, which is, I believe, is glued. And then you could probably print the pictures on cardstock. I probably could have done that. I probably should have done that, but I didn't. Oh well. I'm not really sure what this is. She's traveling, I guess. She's near the Eiffel Tower. And then here you got your crossword. I like those. I'm going to actually do this one. Hopefully, maybe sometime this year, because I'll get a new book and I'll just stop coloring in one and I'll just go to the other one. One day I strive to paint a color all entire book. I'm working on it. I got 2 books that I would like to have done all the way, and then I could flip through. But it's so much good art out there. It's just, I don't know. It's a hospital worker. And she's at the dentist. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. I don't like being in the chair, but I think that whole concept is awesome. Very detailed. I want to say maybe she's a novelist or something. I don't know. You have to go back and look at the name of the illustrations. I don't know them right off. Like looks like she's in a library. And this is what I colored. Yeah. I think I did pretty good considering the paper is very cheap paper, but it came out all right. This is, I believe, what I used the gel pen on, and when I flip it over, you'll see. And this is a professional woman. Looks like she's taking some orders or making an appointment or scheduling someone for an appointment. I did my own clouds. I have a cloud stencil, and so I just colored in the clouds. And also, I did this as well. My husband says I should have did the legs thinner, but I did them the way I liked it. Because the chair looks full, so I didn't necessarily want to do skinny legs. I did in between. But yeah, the chair actually looked like it was self-floating, and I drew the 2 legs here that you see. So I altered it a bit, but yeah. He said, my husband says she looks like Beyonce. I'm like, oh, you gotta stop. But yeah, I drew those legs on there, so it looks like it's part of the picture, in my opinion. Here's the school teacher. And she looks like she's in the boardroom talking to all of the people and the co-workers and everything in a board meeting. Maybe she's demonstrating the idea. Here's a chemist. She's cool. She's a cool chemist. Got her hair in a bun. She looks glam. At least I'm going to make her look glam. She's going to be a glam chemist. See, the pages are sticking together. And then she looks like she's maybe a lawyer. There's a Lady of Liberty there. I used to work for a law firm. I used to be a file clerk. And a receptionist, but anyway. Yeah. And here is, and I'm not quite sure what she's doing. Maybe she's an accountant, since there's a calculator and there's books and who knows. And here's a pilot. Or maybe she's the, what do you call it, flight attendant. Here's a construction worker. There's a crossword. There's her website if you want to check that out. And be sure to check it out on Amazon. I don't have any links, but I will, as always, put all the information in the description box. And you can always check that box out to find out where I purchase my items. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
No.